him!
Good morning. Welcome to episode 8. This one's a little more of a story time. I've been thinking about doing this one since I started doing this vlog. Today, just to start off, we're at Broncos football practice for Chickilin. He's a senior this year. It's his last year in Little League football, so we're all excited about it. He's excited. Got to play last year. They won one game last year. Got to the playoffs with that, but I think he wants to do more this year. He wants to start from the beginning of the season. He wants to do more stuff. So we'll see. They switched him up from position. He was defensive tackle last year. He's a tight end this year, so probably defensive end on the defensive side. So he's excited. We're excited. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully they win more than one game. I think this team is actually going to do better this year. So we'll see. Yeah, I'll keep looking at the practice because, making sure he's doing all right. Story times. The story is about how I used to be bigger and fatter, and what I did and why I did what I did to get to where I am now. I used to be, I think at my heaviest, I think I got up to, I want to say 320 at my heaviest. Now I'm down to about 220. It's kind of where I want to be. Anywhere between 215 to 225 is good, so 220 seems to be it for my body structure. I'm 6'1", so being like less than 215, I look like a beanstalk. So what did I do to come to the decision to have surgery, which I ended up having what is called the sleeve surgery, where they cut your stomach into the shape of a banana. At that time I was 280. I knew that I was too heavy. I knew that I was fat. People tell me, no, you weren't even, you didn't even look that fat, you didn't even look that big, you look fine. But I knew inside that I wasn't. I had high cholesterol, high blood pressure, I had diabetes, type 2 diabetes. So I was taking medications for all that. I wasn't extremely happy. I was happy as a person, but I wasn't happy with, the look. So I will confess that one of the reasons I did it is vanity. I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say I wasn't vain, that it wasn't a vanity situation, that I didn't want to look better. Yes, I did. Because I knew if I felt better, I looked better. If I looked better, I felt better. And I did it for the health reasons, but I wanted to look better. I wanted to put on clothes that actually fit and look good. I wanted to be able to stand up and be like, wow, this is how I envision myself. When I see myself in the mirror, this is what I envision, not just in my mind, but what I see. So when I decided to make the decision to have the surgery, I did it because of my health. I was sitting there. I used to be a news cameraman, and I was sitting there doing a news story with one of my friends, and we were doing a story about a lady in her 50s who, had this surgery, and she talked about all the benefits that came with it, how she wanted to take her life back. And as I sat there, and I was like, you know what, I'm about to get married. She has a 9-year-old boy who wants to play sports. I want to be there. I want to play with him. I want to be around. I want to be able to be physically able to do things with him. If we want to have another kid, I want to be able to be there. I don't want to, feel tired. I don't want to feel, horrible. I don't want to feel bogged down. I don't want to be 50 and like, oh my God, I can't do anything. My knees are shot, everything, So I was like, as we're sitting there doing the story, I got on the app, for the hospital system that ended up doing it, which was Memorial Hermann. And I put in my information, and it's like, okay, you need to put in your weight, your height, if you have any pre-existing conditions, and we'll let you know if you qualify. And so I did it. The next day they emailed me. They said, you know what, you qualify, your insurance covers it. Let's start the process. Let's look at these. This is mine. This is my sister's family. That's a big boy. Let's see if we can take it out. Don't tell my mom I did this. Sack of potatoes. So I wasn't a small boy from the get-go. I mean, I've been tall. I've always been tall. I've always been a big boy. I am the tallest one in the family. Let's see. I mean, look at that. Crying baby. One of my mom's crying baby. I mean, I was 3 there, 3 years old. See, I'm not big, huge, but definitely not a small kid. Like I said, I mean, I know I've been a big kid. I know I was a tall kid. I was bigger than all my cousins, taller than all my cousins. But I never thought of myself as being fat, you know, little. Look, family picture. That's me. That's me in the red, white, and blue. I mean, as you can tell, I'm not chubby. I was just, at some point I grew into a skinny kid. So, obviously, I was there. This, I think, let's see, 19, this was like in 1988. I was 8 years old, 1987, 98. I was about 7 years old. So as you can, still not a huge kid. I mean, I'm a little, you can see a little chubby in the cheeks, but not a huge kid. That happy little girl, that's my little sister. As I termed her, the little one. I'm gonna say this was in the 90s some point. I don't know exactly when. Hold on, let's focus. Focus, yes. So this is in the 90s sometime. See, tall. And a lot bigger. So what else we can find? So it's something I battled with for a while. Let's go outside. Come on in. So this process that I got into had some lingering reasons for it. Like I said, as you saw, I was a fat little baby, chubby baby. As you can see, I was a chubby baby, and you know, everybody wants a chubby baby because a chubby baby is a healthy baby. Skinny babies, people don't like skinny babies for some reason. But for a lot of my life, that's something I dealt with, you know, always being the biggest kid in class, you know, not just the tallest, because I like being tall, but being the biggest kid, being called Big Daddy, being, you know, my friends used to say Dougie Wuggy was a bear, Dougie, you know, all that stuff, which I took it in stride and I laughed with them because I wasn't going to let it hurt me, and I never felt like I was bullied. I never felt bullied. I never felt like it was something that caused me to cry, but it, you know, inside it does. You do feel it. You do feel the fact that, you know, you can't wear the same things everybody else is wearing because they don't fit, or even if they do, it just doesn't look the same. You can't find the clothes because even back when I was younger, there wasn't clothes, you know, for bigger kids and everything, because it just wasn't. I mean, it isn't until recently where you find clothes in all different sizes. The big men's shop, the XL casuals, or the big and tall sections. It wasn't always around. So I was either not buying it or trying to fit into it. And, you know, it comes to a point where you just get tired of it. And, you know, if it wasn't for the fact that I was unhealthy too, I don't think I would have done it. You know, about 2006, 7, 8, somewhere, one of my friends had a procedure, similar procedure, and it got me thinking, you know, why not? I mean, I saw the results, I saw his results, and, you know, he had health issues, but at that moment in time, you know, I was probably my biggest, you know, my heaviest. There's pictures of me in that, and that I was looking at her, of me in that time, and I was definitely big, and I thought about it, and I didn't think I could afford it. I didn't think about insurance. I didn't think I could stay out of work that long, because after a certain amount of time, you know, your pay goes to the percentage, you don't get your full pay. So I was like, no, I can't afford to do this. And I didn't know I had health issues at that time because I didn't go to the doctor, so I didn't know. Circa 2011, I found out I have diabetes. And the reason I found out I had diabetes is because all of a sudden I lost like 40 pounds out of nowhere. I wasn't doing anything different. I wasn't eating differently. And all of a sudden I was going to the bathroom every 5 seconds, but I was losing weight. So I was like, okay, this is cool. But I knew that something was wrong when I had to go to the bathroom every 5 minutes. So I went to the doctor. The doctor's like, you have diabetes. And so, you know, from there I went from the biggest I was at the time to about, you know, which was definitely a 2X situation, to about an XL. And I was like, oh, I felt good because I'm like, I'm an XL. I lost all this weight, even though it was for an unhealthy reason, but I lost it. Got on medication. I was okay. I controlled my sugar, everything. As time went on, you know, I got, you know, heavier again. I went from, at that point, I think the lowest I got was 250, and I went back up to 280, almost 290, when I decided to have the surgery. Once I started the process, it wasn't it wasn't like overnight, like, okay, I want it done and let's go. I had to go to a nutritionist for 6 months. I had to get an EKG. I had to get a stress test on my heart. All these tests that I had to do before even having the exam. And I was, at the time, 280. I think the day of surgery, I was 280. And I wasn't scared. I've had surgeries, you know, nasal surgeries before because of polyps. So I don't get scared of surgery. But I knew that this was going to change everything. Health-wise, I knew it was going to change everything. Image-wise, I knew that I was going to see myself in a different way. I didn't know how drastic it was going to be, but I knew it was happening. I remember watching videos of people who had this surgery and, you know, the things that they did before. You know, they had to do 2 weeks of liquid diets and stuff like that. My doctor didn't ask me to do that. So I knew the day before, not the day before, but the Saturday before the surgery. I had surgery Monday the 17th of December, I think it was. That Saturday we went out with the family. I used to wear this shirt all the time. And as you can tell, it does fit still. It just, as you can tell, it is not a small shirt, and this used to be what I used to wear. So you saw the shirt I was wearing. It was definitely a big shirt, and I always thought, you know, I looked good in it. I thought I looked great in it. And then after the surgery, you know, a couple months after the surgery, once I started to actually lose weight, I started to see the difference in the mirror. I decided to put it on and realized how much different it was. Even this shirt, when I bought this shirt. I forget what year this. I think this is like their second year at Dynamo. It was tight. It was like this, tight, you know. And I was like, I can wear it. But now, I mean, check it out. It's loose. You know, I wear it just because it's Sunday. But it's something that I did that changed my life forever, and it changed it for the better. And I know there's some vanity in it. And some people say that it's only because of vanity, but no, because now I run. I can play with my son and not get tired. I can be out all day. I can be on my feet with no problem. I feel good, you know. The lowest I got after surgery, even after it was actually after my shoulder surgery, I got down to 199, which I just wanted to hit that. I wanted to see sub 200 at least once, and I got to 199. I was like, I saw it, I'm okay. I didn't want to stay there because I looked like a beanpole, and I'm not a beanpole. I've never been a beanpole. So I'm up to usually anywhere between 215 to 225. It's the range that I'm comfortable with. You know, right now I'm at 220. I'm extremely happy with it. Sometimes I like to be at 215. My wife doesn't like me to be that skinny. She doesn't like me skinny because she fell in love with, you know, the chubby guy. But she knows that everything I've done is for her and for our son, and so she's on board with it. But it's a decision you have to make, and I made it, and I am extremely happy I made it, because it's given me something I didn't know I was missing. And it's not happiness, you know, happiness is part of it, but it's giving me back something I was missing, and that's the ability to just look at myself and be able to be comfortable with me. I know there are people out there that are like, you should just be comfortable in who you are and everything, and it's easy to say, but unless you're living the life of the person who needs to say it, you know, it's not that easy sometimes. Some people say, well, you should just, you know, nobody said it to me. None of my friends ever said anything to me, or, you know, at least to me in my face. But I've seen videos, I watched YouTubers that said, you know, people would tell them, oh, you're just being lazy, you should just quit eating, eat better, eat healthier, go exercise. Some things are just easier said than done for some people. Some things, sometimes you just have to do drastic things to better yourself. And, you know, watching them tell their stories made my decision even easier. One of my friends from, you know, actually one of my friends, after he saw what I went through and everything I did and how I came out, he asked me, dude, Doug, what did you do, man? How'd you do that? And, you know, I told him, I gave him the steps. I told him, do this, do this, do this, and this. And he did it. And he had a tougher time than I did in recovery. I didn't have any problems during recovery. I think I'm one of the few that has had zero issues, basically. He had some issues, but I told him, I was like, it's going to get better. It's going to get better. It's tough right now, but it's going to get better. You're going to look in the mirror one day and be like, wow, this is what I've always seen when I looked in the mirror. This is who I am. And I see him now, and he's extremely happy. He's doing the same things. He's out with his kids. He's enjoying life. He is happy. You know, happiness is not always apparent, but in the life we live, in the world we live, appearance dictates a lot, and our self-esteem is huge, and we need to be able to build on that. And if we have to do something drastic to be able to do that makes us healthier at the same time, go for it. You know, like I said, I have friends that still today, you know, one of my friends, she wants to have a baby. Doctor says you have to lose weight. She's tried for years to lose weight, hasn't been able to. Her option, she knows, is to do the gastric surgery. Why not? If you can do it, be healthy, and have the life you want. She wants a second baby. Why? Why does she not do it? Why even bother with? People are going to say things. Who cares what people say? People are going to talk to you whether you're doing good things or bad things. People always talk. So if you see this and you've been thinking about, you know, having gastric surgery, the sleeve, the band, the bypass, whatever it is that your doctor prescribes to you, mine said the sleeve was the best one for me, go for it. Do it. Because at the end of the day, the only person that really matters is how you feel is you. You are the only one that knows how you feel. You're the only one that knows the struggles you're going with. And if you can make your life better, and if you can find something that makes you happy, do it. You know, this vlog, this video, you know, I've thought about it since the day I started doing this. I wanted to do this one, and I think, you know, today is a good day to do it. I felt comfortable talking about it. And, you know, if you have a friend who's thinking about it, let them watch this. You know, if they have any questions, tell them to comment. You know, I'll answer the questions in the comment. I have no problem. But you know, everybody else, just enjoy it. Hope you enjoyed this video. You know, same things always. Subscribe, like it, double tap the dislike, and share it with your friends. There's somebody that's always needing someone who's been through something to talk to them about it. And if somebody's thinking about having gastric surgery, send it to them. Or if you're thinking about it, I'm glad you watched it. And if you have any questions, comment. I will answer your questions. You know, I appreciate you guys. This one's a more of a serious tone, but some vlogs have to be serious on, you know, because there's issues we all go with, and this is one of the issues that I went through. So remember, I'm here for you guys. You guys are hopefully there for me, and we'll see each other in the next vlog. Peace.